was asked to do a reading on Kavanaugh now that he's, he's in there for life, so what's going on? Well, as a judge, he needs to use discernment. He's going to be working more at his craft, learning more about justice, how to be just, looking at situations, because he's there to judge things in the world. He's there to... Next we have the gatherer. And so what he's gathered and learned from this debacle that was going on before is that he needs to have some balance and stuff, because he's been juggling this stuff, and he's the one that's got to be deciding. He's got to be deciding these cases. So we have transformation is a beautiful thing. I think through this thing he's going to have some transformation, things that were hidden, maybe more things will come to light. Okay. And that there's going to be a, he's continuing to have to fight. I mean, he will always have this cloud hanging over his head, But again, part of the justice system where he's sitting now is he needs to uncover the truth and be a warrior for truth. But we'll see how well he does that, because this has been such a full cup of emotionality, and that he's, he's pled, basically that blindness, that none of it happened, but, okay, so we have this cup, and it's still an emotional issue. If he's going to be on the Supreme Court, he needs to, when these emotional issues come up, he needs to do it on the law, not based on his emotional drama. Okay, things are going to continue to gain strength with his abilities. With he's still Paige. He's new to the Supreme Court. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be gathering more strength and more maybe wisdom as he goes along. He still looks pretty smug, though, honestly speaking. The women in standing, she's a person that was in good standing. So, he just keeps looking at this, not what he has. He's still embroiled in that drama. Okay. He's got his opportunity now in the world. He's got his way forward. Yeah, he's there for the rest of his life. Okay. But he's still juggling these things. And he's still, in a fight. He's still in a fight. Okay. And though he's gained the victory, he knows he's got to kind of lay low, and he's got to follow the program there. Let's face it. Okay. Again, same thing comes up again. Same card. He's got to temper. And I think this is his, arrogance and all his stuff has got to be tempered. It's got to be tempered. Because he's in a position of power, ruling, and on a lot of emotional cases. Okay. Yeah. And women aren't easily going to forget. You know, there will be those that will still be continuing to look at him, you know, and see how his rulings are, because he's all for the Republican Party stuff, you know. And yeah, his ego has gotten something that it didn't want. Okay. Okay. And I think that will continue to be in the back of his mind, you know, that through this, even though it's come to an end and he's gotten appointed, you know, he's always going to feel wounded. But he's thinking that justice has been done, you know, because he got the position in the midst of these allegations. That she got tied up and he conquered. Okay. He's still a weasel of a guy. I'm sorry. He's a weasel of the guy. Okay. There are still going to be women that will be continuing to look at him. Okay. He's still got this thing against strong women. Okay. He doesn't rule for women. He rules for, you know, and I think that women, strong women, are going to keep looking at what is going on in the world, what he's doing. Okay. But unfortunately, he is there. He's going to have to modify some of his stance. But yeah, unfortunately, we've got him there for quite some time. And he'll continue to rule as a, even more so perhaps now, as a conservative, you know, kind of really against women's freedoms and values, etc. But let's hope he learns something from the job instead of just digging in his heels even more. I mean, every time you see him, he's still got that smug look on his face. He's just... yeah. So I'm going to leave this here. He's there for a while. People are going to continue to have their views about him. He'll never fully come out from under this. It will continue to be there as a factor behind the scenes. And people will continue to keep an eye on him. Okay. So, don't know what else more I can say on that. But, yeah. Unfortunately, we're stuck with him. So I'm going to leave this here.